What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a really nice Gladiator Beast duel for you guys to check out, showing off some killer offense. I will warn you, this is going to be extremely quick, but it's going to show you some of the power plays that Gladiator Beasts actually do have. I think a lot of people were underwhelmed by the new Link monster that Gladscott revealed. Came out in the Link Frames pack in the OCG. It's okay. I think it can be situationally good. If you're playing against a deck that doesn't really play a lot of back row and generally a lot of defensive cards, I think it actually can shine. It's kind of Utopia the Lightning or Armades type effect to basically make sure that its attack is going to go through unopposed. Can actually be pretty useful. Blue Eyes is kind of like an ideal matchup, and he's lucky he ran into it, especially because he's playing Maiden with Eyes of Blue and just a lot of monsters that have like 0 attack. So those are like the perfect things that you want to run over. And his hand actually, like, this could be a god hand or this could actually be a trash hand. For instance, he has the Ash Blossom. If that stops your opponent's first search card, that's good. And then if they activate a couple monster effects, maybe you double chariot them and it's looking really nice. However, if they were just to summon like a Lycoris and attack, you'd be looking really bad. So we'll see how this duel is actually going to shake up, and I would want to go first with Glads and just risk it, even though I don't have any attack stoppers. So a quest is summoned, then he sets the 2 chariots. He is going to activate that Sage in hand. That's going to get hit with the War Chariot. Does not do any searching. He's going to summon Alternative Dragon. And I think he makes the right read here. Instead of actually activating Alternative's effect, not risking or not wanting to die to a Mirror Force potentially, he says, I'm just going to go ahead and attack because I don't think that that's a battle trap. And the reason I think that's a good read is if it was something like Solemn Strike, chances are he would have used it on the summon on the summon of the alternative. So he probably read, hey man, maybe that's another copy of Chariot or something like that. If it was a bottomless or something, you probably would have used it on my summon. So I don't think it's a necessarily live card if I just attack. Now, he does top deck the Rescue Kitty, and there's where this is pretty much going to get really crazy here. He's going to make the Link monster. If you're wondering why Maiden with Eyes of Blue couldn't activate her effect, well, this guy again, he's basically an Armades, so she can't activate her effect. He's going to then go for Darius. That's going to get a monster out of his graveyard. Augustus is going to get a monster out of his hand, and check this out, Gladiator Beast with 5 monsters on the field turn 2. We have not seen that in quite some time. Hell, not even in the Glad format. Basically, he's going to go back into that Link monster, and this is where things are going to get crazy. He's going to go into the fusion monster you don't see very often, Adabante. It's because it requires a lot of resources, and it does require you to run and have Augustus on the field, but it is going to pay off because it's going to get him a Grazaris straight from his extra deck. Pop, the field goes bye-bye. Then he's going to go for Tamer, which is going to get him Heraklinos, and don't tell me that that wasn't a very explosive play, because now not only does he have a Herc that can potentially negate, if he does not kill this Tamer, it will summon another fusion from his extra deck, ignoring summoning conditions during his next turn. Now let's see what he's going to do. He activates Monster Reborn. I probably, if he targeted the Alternative Dragon, I would have almost certainly negated that with Heraklinos, but I guess he decided not to. He might have thought again he was going to activate the effect, but nah, he's not falling for that. He is going to use the War Chariot on the Manju, which means that he has no more back row to bluff with, so now he can just pop the Herc, but it doesn't matter because he can't attack, and even if he could, it's not like he could get over Tamer anyways, and this is where Tamer just like is paying the bills, man. He summons a copy of Grazaris. He's gonna pop both cards, and that is where this duel comes to a close. Those cards, those Gladiator Beast fusion monsters, can actually be really good if you can get the Link on the field, and you can just have like a little bit of protection, maybe back them up with a Chariot or a Solemn Strike or something like that. They can actually do a whole lot of work. It's just you know, I wish the Link monster maybe would have had a little better stats, like 2400 or maybe like 2500. That would have been kind of nice. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little duel. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.